What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Planet Coaster Career Mode, and I am recording this right after the last one, so I did not get a chance to look at your guys' comments about the airtime, but I did look it up online just to get a little bit more knowledge about it, and basically, it's like, it kind of feels like when you go over a speed bump or something, how it kind of, you feel like you go up in the air. So it's like if you get a drop and then like a quick hump, you'll feel like airtime over that hump right there. So that we can work that into this. I was thinking like if this drop came down harder and then came around and then had a little hump after this turn, and then had a hump here and then, you know, continued on there. But I don't think we need to worry about that like just yet. I actually off camera did some not a ton, but I added some more lights and roughened this up a little bit more and gave it a better look. But I think this coaster that we have here is like a money-making machine right now because we're actually doing pretty good. I'm going to speed it up and just kind of see where the park starts to fall. Kind of take a management side angle at it here. And also I want to see what kind of janitors, no janitors. Also, I don't think we have any benches. I don't think we have any benches or trash cans, so, but there's no trash because there's no concessions, which we need, like, we need food and stuff, so we're gonna get all that stuff figured out this episode. You know, these checkpoints can wait. The thing is, they'll come fast and furious at one time, like, you know, if we build up the park enough, all this stuff is gonna start to get closer to completing, and then we can knock them all out, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, let's go to scenery. Let's go to bin. And we get a fairy tale one, each $5. I like the village ones. And I'm going to show you why, because I think the benches, the village benches, I think are really cool. When it comes to like path on the ground, I'm going to put them on the grass, but stuff up here, obviously, I have to, I got to put them up here on the path, even though I usually like to, like I said before, put them on the grass next to the path, but let's get them cracking up here. Let's put some around here. We'll put some benches back there. This might seem like overkill, but I'm telling you, once we get concessions and stuff, all that stuff is going to be needed to be thrown out. So here is where they could put it. Let's get one more down there, one up here. As for down here, let's just go here, here, here. I mean, where there's no foot traffic at all, it's kind of silly, but, you know, around this bend, people walk. That feels good right now. Like, there's not a ton of places where there is foot traffic. This is kind of busy work, but I also want to put concessions. But here's the bench, and it matches the garbage cans. And I think it's a good, if I space out the garbage cans enough, it's a good, you know, guideline to kind of place these benches a little bit. Plus, when you see them, like, it might seem like, in theory, putting a bench next to a garbage can isn't, like, the best practice. But even in, like, you know, theme parks and stuff, you see that a lot. You do. You see the benches next to the trash cans, and I like how it looks. It gives it a nice look. It feels very uniform. I'm not gonna go crazy up here. We'll just put two around the bends, and then for the paths on the ground, let's hit them on the grass, just like where the trash cans are. Let's put some over here. Bench, bench, bench. And then we'll put some benches when these people come off the coaster. Put some there. And one opposite of this garbage can. That looks good. Okay, I think that's good, man. I think that's good. Let's go into shops and facilities. Castle shop small. Now, this is interesting. I wonder what shop that is. I don't know what that would be. The thing is, we don't want to really, you know, we don't want to overload the park. Let's see if anybody's asking for anything. Is anybody thirsty? Is anybody... There's not enough to do here. I'm going hard. There's bad things. There's good and bad things. Overall average. Park's amazing. Okay. I mean, we just got started here. All that stuff is going to work itself out. We'll be in the green before you know it. No janitors. The reason we're making money now is because, you know, a lot of people... Okay, so people are hungry and thirsty. So, I mean, that alone, we got to build one of each, probably. But let's go to large fairy tale entrance. No. Fairy tale drink stall. Okay, this looks like gulpy energy, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with throwing a gulpy energy in here. And what we could do is we could put it here. We could put it here, right? And then fairy tale food. We could put a chief beef. Let's put it back here. Back here. Okay, there's that. Oh, shit. Did I put this in the wrong... Whoops. Let's put that there. Okay, now... Let's take path, and then we can go natural, and then we can go one of these. And we go here. Okay, that's cool. Why? Why? Okay, railing on... Sorry, I hit the mic. Railing on elevator, railing on ground queue. None of that. No curb. Why is it doing that? Maybe if I come into it like this? Oh, it's because it's not level. Well, that looks terrible. Let's see here. Why? Why must you cry? Why must you cry? Why must you cry? Why? Okay, so that's looking like it's gonna be all right. Then if we go to path, or sorry, if we go to terrain and then go pull, and we go size a little bit bigger. I mean, geez. Geez, the intensity is up there. It's weird, though, man. It's like not wrapping it. It's super weird. We could put some rocks around it. That's probably what we'll do. Because I think having the path, this natural flavor, is really nice. I don't know why I said flavor. I don't know why I said flavor. Okay, so let's just go here, and then the idea was to kind of just wrap it into the main path. And then it feels a little bit like a fairy tale type, like pathway leading to the food and drink. I don't know. It seemed like a cool idea in my brain. I like it. Let's move this light here. And then we can go, if we go to scenery, I got caravan. I like it. A little bit of a caravan there. We can go... Do we want the flags? Do we have those lights? The overhang lights? The sleeping drat. Let's see here. No, it doesn't look like we have the overhang lights. It's a bit unfortunate, but we do have a little tent which we can make work. If we put a tent like right here... You guys know the vibe I'm going for, right? I don't gotta spell it out for you. I ain't gotta spell it out for you. You get it. You get it. We will take this, and since it's nighttime, you know what? Let's just go to the corner here. I like this area. I like this area a lot. Cool, man. Cool. Okay, let's actually throw... Can we do this? Oh, God, rip camera. Can we do this, though? If we do that, and then... Up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is important. V important. We do that, and then we just... It's like shining through. You know what? That's actually good. I see the light. I see the light right there. Perfect. Okay. So we got that going. It is popping over here. All right. So, all right. Let's slow it down. All right. So that month just ended. What did we do? What did we do? Okay, well, we already got a monthly profit of $3,000. I think our roller coaster is really doing well. I want to go, the queue is really quick. Dude, we have 2 trains going, I think. Don't we? Yeah, dude, look at that. One's dropping and the other one's getting loaded up. 2 trains on a coaster is basically double the profit. It's already made $4,639 and the queue scenery rating's not even good. The potential for that ride is like amazing. All right, let's get another bush going over here. Let's grab some of these rocks because this probably annoy people if I don't fix this right off the bat. Let's not align it to the surface. All right, there's that. World axis. I don't want to do too much of this, like, you know, rock placement on this, but I think this is a little bit of a necessity right now just because it is literally floating. But as you guys know, I do some creative on Twitch. Or not creative, but, you know, sandbox mode. Basically a creative mode. And I'm not going to make this series that because this series is definitely not that. But sometimes I do want to, you know, take a minute and fix up these parks and make them look the way I want them to look and make sure that everything looks good in the end, you know? Because I think as the tasks get a little bit harder, I think it's going to be like we're spending a little bit more time in the park. So with that being said, you know, might as well. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a cliff vibe right here because it feels like we're, you know, off the cliff a little bit. We'll go size on this. Should we hit this path with this? I don't know if I love that. I kind of like the natural path that they do. I mean, it's a little strong. But I think it's going to be all right. You know what? Over here, we can hit this. That looks really good now that it's completed up to the build. All right, man. Well, I can't believe we already did the monthly profit. Dude, we made $4,543. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and basically guess that we need janitors. I mean, at least one. And then what I can do is train them on May 9th, which is probably... Oh, it's a couple days. You know what? Let's speed up time. We'll train him, and then we'll also get, just because we really need it. I'm actually a little bit scared that, you know, something's gonna happen. Can't train until May 11th. That's fine. Let's go back into staff, and then we'll go to our janitors. Lou, you should be good. Oh no, we got some days. We'll speed it up a little bit. Making money. These seem to be doing really good. As long as demand is super high for drink and food, they do well. The second you start oversaturating your park with drink and food is the second they start doing not so well because you're paying all those employees and basically losing money. Okay, it's May 9th. We'll train him. And then we'll go up this a little bit. Because he can run the park himself for a while, especially if we train him. And then if we go to mechanics, May 12th, and then we go to train him, and then go to 320. There you go. And then also go here, and then go to... Where is it? Inspect. Isn't there like an inspection time? Oh, it might be here. Every 30 minutes. Let's go to every 20. I don't want to do every 10 because there's not many rides in the park, so he's probably going to be, you know, easily called upon when his services are needed. Okay, so let's go into scenery. Let's try to get the scenery rating up a little bit. The King's Collection. Ooh. I like this. This has a very fairy tale vibe to it. I kind of like the idea of it like being almost a part of the coaster. Oh, there's probably a sweet spot in here. I mean, right here is probably good. Did it. Did it. Yeah, man, you kind of... Yeah, I like this. I like this. That's cool. Okay, so let's see what that did with the scenery rating. Right up to 100. All we had to do was place that one thing, and Bob's your uncle. Let's... Should we do this terrain thing? Is that, like, gonna be a thing for real, for real? I mean, we could always put some water around here. I don't know why that looks so weird and so rough. I think it's because of the path and... I think it's because of the path or something. Also, this scenery... Oh, there it is. Scenery lock. Okay. Well, that's a little bit better. I don't think water and stuff does anything for scenery value is the only problem. If we go to smooth, smoothing out the edges a little bit, and then we can get the water going. If we go to calm water, yeah, you know what? That looks nice. I like how that looks. The one thing, actually... If we push this in a little bit more, and it's like, kind of get that vibe of like sinking in the water. A little bit of sand here. I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push it back a little bit. Those rocks that are kind of hanging over. This should look cool at night, too. Paint a lot of this under here, kind of like the rock texture. Well, the whole thing can move back a little bit, and then we go down. Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. I'm liking this. The 100% scenery rating is really what I was going for. Because, I mean, cosmetically, I do want it to look nice, but I'm not going to go crazy. I mean, we could build, like, a whole, like, building up here to kind of encompass this station. But that's not really what this series is. This series is trying to get objectives, which we are 5 points away from a scenery rating of 100, which is sick. Very sick. Monthly profit of $3,000. Right now we're at $3,000, so we're already breaking that. Whatever our old record was, probably. Because we have the food and drink shop in here. It's probably time for another ride, I would guess. Let's try to move some of these. I mean, they're all over there. They're a little too lush back there. I think it'll look cool if we kind of like line this coaster with them, even inside it a little bit. I mean, there was already some in there. Get these cool ass trees over here. There's a lot of cool new trees that they put in the game. I think a lot of these pines are new. If I can just control D these and just like align it right there. 3 in a row. And then if we go here, move these. I like this little scattering of trees. I really do. Let's just try to like rebuild up what we took away from it. It's nice because we're, you know, not spending any money by taking some of this scenery. Although our scenery rating probably isn't going anywhere considering all this stuff was already on the map. All that stuff will come in due time though. It really will. Like there's no rush to get all the objectives done. Like they'll happen. They will happen. Trust. I like that. It kind of makes the coaster feel more part of the park than it did before. Kind of get that, you know, it's wrapped into the forest a little bit. I like it. I like it, man. Okay. Let's check it out. Park rating 462, guest happiness plus 21%. So let's see the overview. Gulpy energy looks busy. Okay, so what this is telling me, if I'm not mistaken, people are still hungry and thirsty. As you can see, the demand is a little bit higher than I once thought. If that is the case, we can make another one of these things, because I think that's a cool idea for like a little food court type thing. The only thing is, like, it would be good if it was, like, off the main path or something. Oh, know what we can do? Know what we can do is... So if we take a little bit... If we go here... That's just a little too wide. I do want it wider than a normal path, though. Go here, and then we go... Make sure there's, you know, railing and stuff. Okay, so we have this. Now we have them coming off the path a little bit, but what we could do is do, the only problem is, oh, let's go back here for a second. Damn, it's already been 20 minutes. This game is just way too fun. It literally just eats time. It just eats time. Oh, God. I didn't really mean to do that, but it didn't look that bad. But we'll just do that, and then we'll go... Natural? It's weird, man. The natural path is really strange. It acts weird with certain things. All right, so let's go back here. Let's go to the width. Let's... yeah, well, it's got to match up to the shop, so... All right, let's get a natural path going out to here. I like the idea of this, so I'm going to continue doing stuff like this. So we have a little bit of a outlet here. I'm trying to look at it as natural as possible, like these shapes of the path and stuff. And then we can have another one coming out here. All right, and then... I mean, in the future, there could be more. There could, but... I hate that, man. It's terrible. It's so bad. Plus, like, it's going from wide to... I guess, I mean, what else did I think was going to happen? Yeah, what else did I think was going to happen? I just want people to be able to get down to the food faster if they want it, you know? That's weird. It paints the ground. That's really weird. Let's go to terrain. Let's get the grass out. It's really strange it does that. Like, that's how it makes the natural path. So we only need, like, one outlet, and then that outlet can become the other one. Actually, you know what? Let's go over here. Okay. Now that's done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to shops and facilities, and then we're going to grab the fairy tale drink stall, and we can replace this drink stall. We can replace the drink stall if we want. So let's go here. Then if we go into it, we go to Gulpy Energy, and if we... Well, let's see if... We'll make sure we have, like, a Cosmic Cow or something. Custom, drink, Gulpy, Cosmic Cow, Gulpy Slush. Okay, so we're definitely not going to have another energy. Let's pop in the Cosmic Cow. Okay. And then if we go to Scenery and Custom Awning... Maybe it's in building. Custom awning. Okay, perfect. All right, we got the Cosmic Cow. Delete that. Pop this bad boy right on there, and voila. Also, let's go Cosmic. There's no stand-up sign. That might be... Yeah, there we go. All right, delete that. And then we're going to put this bad boy right here. Cosmic Cow. Just like that. Moo. All right, let's... open it. It is open. It's just the game is paused. All right, so we have one there, and then we're going to come over here and go to scenery, blueprint. No, I'm sorry, shops, facility, blueprint, and then the food kiosk, which is a chief beef as of right now. If we could change it, we will. Pop that down like that. And tasty. Let's go to custom, and then if we go to food, yeah, we got a hot dog squad. Hot dog squad, baby. All right, let's go to the building, delete. Let's go to shops, facilities, hot dog squad. Pop that right in there. Also, we're gonna delete that. I'm gonna delete this. And then if we can go to scenery, hot dog, one word. Do we have a wooden sign? Standing sign? Line to surface. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We can make this work. We can make this work. Let's just check real quick. Hot dog. I mean, it's not wooden, but honestly, it works. Let's do it. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I mean, it has to come over a little bit, but a little bit more. Okay. The noises in this game are so good. All right, that's gonna do it for that. Let's just play. We got a hot dog squad and a cosmic cow. Now the situation over here is really ugly. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know how to go about this. We want to get this path on the ground. So let's just go path. Smallest you can go. What can it connect to? Oh, maybe it can connect. No, it can't connect to the ride. That would be cool if you could have another exit for the ride. I just want people to be able to access. This is not going to look pretty. This is not going to look pretty, but honestly, it's just for the sake of convenience. Okay, maybe it won't even work. Oh, no, it will work. Ew. Natural. Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's just kind of close to the worst thing I've ever seen. No, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. The problem that I'm seeing now is that this path has none of these. We need supports. We need all this stuff. We need a railing on it. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I think that's manageable. I think it's manageable. This area needs some scenery for sure. Hopefully, if we do some scenery here. Okay, we're getting close to freaking 30 minutes. Okay, we have 2 more scenery to go. So, if we go, let's see here. If we go to blueprints, let's see if there's any good fairy tale scenery. Flower stall. I like it. I like it. That's cool. Vase collection. This feels very fairy tale-ish, doesn't it? You know what? We're going to put this right here instead of those, like, older barrels. Okay, there's that. And then we go back to scenery. King's collection. Oh, yeah, dude. This is exactly what we need. This is exactly what we need. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, so we want to put it there. That's perfect. There it is. There it is, baby. We got the bronze star. That's a perfect timing. We got the bronze star. We got the scenery rating, and we got $3,000 a month. Nothing to quite write home about right now, but I mean, it's progress, you know? Progress in a place where I thought progress was going to take a little bit longer than, you know, it once has. But we're by no means done with this park. We have 2 more stars to obtain. Try to tie this into the path a little bit. We'll get the bins and these things down here, the benches, bins and benches. And then, yeah, we'll call it. I mean, I want to do more scenery around here. Definitely some trees and greenery is much needed. But all that stuff will come. Like the garbage on the corners. It's a good look. Have one as you're leaving. All right. There's another little food court. I'm really digging these food court areas. I don't know if they're practical or whatever, but they're really cool in my opinion. They're kind of like, you know, off the beaten path type thing. And it's doing the work right now for me. Let's just check in with our like guest happiness. I mean, the thirst and hunger from, oh, bathroom. I don't think I have a bathroom. Well, that'll be next episode. I got to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got the bronze star, and we're going to be moving on to the medium star. We do have to mess with this coaster. I put that off a little bit, but here's something to look forward to. We're closing in on the scenery rating of 150 already, and our park rating is at a 467, and it just keeps going up. So we have a bright future here at the Great Tree Park. But yeah, I hope you guys join me in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Helps me out a ton. And until next time, stay safe, stay up. Peace out.